you quadruple the chance of someone coming back, watching another video and subscribing. Thumbnail and title are the biggest factor. Post what you're passionate about. Trying to improve one thing on every single video. 99% of the people will not know a different. Rome was not built in a day. The single biggest upgrade, in my opinion, in terms of what you can do to level up your setup, and that is getting some. Welcome to another Gazright video. Welcome to the beautiful Bali, and welcome to 10 things I learned for posting my first 100 YouTube videos. It's taken me 2 years to get to that point, so there's been a hell of a lot of ups, hell of a lot of downs, there's been a hell of a lot of learning along the journey. Hopefully I can bestow some of that wisdom, some of that knowledge to accelerate your journey. If you do find it useful, bang me a comment down below. Whilst you're down there, hit that subscribe button. We're still en route to 2K subs, and let's get straight into it. Ultimately, number one is you need to post the first video. Don't spend too long trying to over perfect it. Get the best introduction. Make sure you don't slip up in any of the things you're talking about. Make sure the backdrop's amazing, the thumbnail's on point, doing all the SEO optimization, making sure the title's super good and super captivating, because not many people are going to watch your first video. So ultimately you're not going to get loads of success from it, but it's about getting the ball rolling, posting that first video, and then building from that first video, learning from your mistakes and then taking those forward. But yeah, step one, post the first video, because so many people, they spend so much trying to perfect it, trying to make it amazing, and they never take step one, so they're never going to get to the level they're looking for. So rule number one, get that first video posted, and we'll get cooking into number two now, baby. Tip number two is trying to improve one thing on every single video. When I first started, I'd post a video on a travel place, somewhere I've been on holiday, and then the next video I'd just do the exact same things but in a different location. So Mr. Beast did a very interesting documentary, and he said every video, don't try and make everything better, because ultimately you won't make any of the elements better. Take one element of it and try to improve it. So that could be the thumbnail, it could be the title, could be the description, optimizing that, it could be your introduction, it could be putting a trailer in there. But every single video, take one element, identify it, and then break that down, do a little bit of research on how you can elevate that one specific thing. And then by the time you get to 100 videos, you know what I mean, you're going to be looking like your boy G Dubs. Of course, I missed that for the first probably 75 videos, so I'm a little bit behind the old curve. However, you can get this advice now and you can start elevating from day one. Peace. Number three is post what you're passionate about. I only got this advice recently, so like obviously I really enjoy travel. That's kind of what my page has been built on, but I think as that wider banner of lifestyle, there's so many different things that I do, or part of my day or part of my week, that I've not really implemented, such as say like more fitness stuff like running or going to the gym, because I often thought, do you know what I mean, who wants to see me in the gym? Maybe no one still wants to see me in the gym, but it's a case of post what you're passionate about and you're going to enjoy what you do a lot more. I often describe myself as the best all-rounder since Freddie Flintoff. We'll get back to that in a little second. I'm going to try this little juice. I'm going to have to say it's banging, because the guy that made it is staring me directly in the eye whilst recording. Pretty banging, to be fair. Orange juice, a little bit of lime, a little bit of ginger, and of course you know we love the gingers on this channel. But that's the thing. I often say there, where you want to do things that you're passionate about. I say with streamers, or like things for like gaming, it's a good comparison here, is I watch people for two reasons. One, if they are amazing, I often watch a lot of Call of Duty, if they're amazing at Call of Duty, so I watch them for that. So that's somebody I'd say is like a domain expert, so whether that's travel, fitness, lifestyle, whatever it is that you're looking for. But then the other side of streamers that I watch are people that are entertaining. So they might not be the best player, but they're very entertaining, they're very engaging. So if someone that is very passionate about a certain subject, a certain topic, is going to be a lot better than someone that is just an expert in it, who just sits there like this and just talks at the camera and so forth. So yeah, you want that passion, you want a bit of everything. The key bit of advice there is post what you're passionate about, and do you know what I mean, don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Cheers to the barman. In number four is thumbnail and title are the biggest factors in affecting the amount of views you get. So if you are looking to optimize things from day one, I would put all your eggs into those two baskets. Do you know what I mean? Look at thumbnails and look at how you can make them captivating, because if you've got a bad thumbnail, if you've got a bad title, doesn't matter how good your introduction is, it doesn't matter how good the trailer is, it doesn't matter what wisdom you're sharing, nobody is going to be watching it. So they're the two areas that I would look to improve on. So if you are doing it for a certain, do you know what I mean, muscle muscle group, if you're doing fitness, if you're doing it for a certain country, I would search those places and those areas and look at what other titles are doing well and take out, do you know what I mean, parts of that and put your own little spin on it. Have a title and thumbnail that are different. So if your title is Bali is amazing, do you know what I mean, have something different in the thumbnail itself, something a bit more, do you know what I mean, drawing a little bit. You don't want to be too clickbaity, because obviously you want to make sure that what you say on the tin is what you is ultimately you get, but you want something that drives people to click on your video, give them a reason to do so. And on the thumbnail part, do you know what I mean, if you're a designer, you're going to absolutely knock this out of the park, but my creativity skills are about as good as this little wooden fence that I'm sat on. So there are other areas that you could look to do. You could look to pay someone on Fiverr to do your thumbnails. You're obviously going to get that back within a couple of days, but depends on how much money you want to invest. You're probably looking at between £5 to £15 per thumbnail, so that's probably quite a lot when you're first starting out. So you could also use Canva, which is what I've done for quite a lot of the original videos. There's a free version of that, which is fine to get things going. Then if you're looking to upgrade like the text, the font, the colours, and bring things to life a bit more, you can pay for Canva Pro, which is £10 per month. So they're kind of three areas that you can use to improve that thumbnail, but thumbnail and title are the two biggest factors driving the views. So if you're going to look at anything, make sure it's those. In number 5 is the fact that you only need a phone to get things started. Of course, if you compare, do you know what I mean, an iPhone, which your boy is recording on, to a professional level camera, there are going to be differences, but 99% of the people will not know a difference. If you're recording in 4K with an iPhone to recording with, do you know what I mean, a professional setup, the, do you know what I mean, the gains are going to be very small, and they're things that you can maybe implement over time. That's something maybe I'll look to do, but all my videos, all on iPhone. However, there are small things you can do just to elevate the iPhone or phone, whatever you're using, just a little bit. Have the profile grid turned on so you can make sure you're in the middle of the camera, not cutting your head off, not cutting it off this way, and you're looking nice and sharp. Have the spirit level in the middle, so do you know what I mean, you don't have your camera turned this way, your camera turned that way. Get the spirit level in there, and you can roughly keep it straight as you're walking and talking, wheeling and dealing. And if you are going to record on reverse camera, I did this so many times because I'm pretty poor at doing this, and a few people pointed out that if I have my my glasses off and I'm looking at the reverse camera, I look at the screen, not at the camera itself, which is quite off-putting as a viewer. So if I'm talking to you and I'm talking like this now, and we're just walking, talking, and I'm trying to, I mean, instill some knowledge and wisdom, it's quite off-putting. So you need to make sure you're looking into the reverse camera itself, or like you see me doing quite a lot, I'll just whack the old sunglasses on, and then it doesn't matter. You won't know any difference. So that's something that if you can just do from the start will make a huge difference, because yeah, I was getting a lot of comments saying it's really off-putting seeing you look towards the side of the camera. So yeah, get started, get on an iPhone, and yeah, let the journey begin, baby. In number 6 is the single biggest upgrade, in my opinion, in terms of what you can do to level up your setup, and that is getting some microphones. I'm on a busy beach here, loads of background noise, I'm stood quite far away from the camera, but having these little mics is going to make it nice and crispy, nice and wispy in your ears. It means that if you do want to stand further away from the camera and talk, you can do. If you're not as confident talking, you can talk a lot quieter and the mic will still pick it up, and also it'll cut out a lot of the copyrighted music. So if you do a lot of recording in places like bars, restaurants, cafes, you're not going to get copyrighted for that music. On the topic of music, I would also advise upgrading and investing into a platform so you can put some music. So you are going to do like a voiceover and something, some low-level music, or if you're doing like a gym session, you don't want to get copyrighted, but you still want some music to fire the punters up. I use audio.com, super good, works out about like £70 for the entire year, but there's loads of other platforms out there. But yeah, music and having that sound quality with the microphone, being able to stand far away, for me, is the single biggest thing in terms of upgrading that setup. In number 7 is building an active community, but let's just digress for 30 seconds because coconut water is the most elite bit of hydration on the entire planet. So in terms of the community aspect, I think there's two sides to this. I think one, there's the engagement part in terms of responding to anyone that messages and comments on your videos. You quadruple the chance of someone coming back, watching another video and subscribing if you actively engage with what they're saying rather than just liking it or not doing anything. and you comment back, you show you've actually read it, to build that relationship and build that community. And I think that for my journey in particular, do you know what I mean? I monetize my channel on my own, just trying to learn from YouTube videos and develop myself. But since coming to, I guess, Bali, going to the Run Club, meeting with Louis Armstrong and joining the Creator Club, the people you engage with within that are going to be able to elevate your journey exponentially. So you're going to meet people in there that are graphic designers, people that are specialists around optimization. So have a community, one, with your channel, but also try and build a community, engage with people within the YouTube space, within the content space, who are going to be able to take you to the next level. Shameless little plug, and hopefully Louis won't mind me plugging the old Creator Club, but I've been in it for a month now, and I guess what I've learned in that time is more than what I've learned in the last 2 years of me trying to do things on my own, because you're speaking to SMEs within different areas of that. So as I mentioned, we have different guest speakers on there. Louis does different talks around, do you know what I mean, how to do the thumbnail stuff, the optimization, all the key aspects of the YouTube and the content game. You're going to learn. I'm not saying you need to join that particular one, there's loads of different free things out there, but having people with similar interests, similar passions, who are on a similar journey, who you can ask ideas with, oh, should I do this? What are your thoughts on this post? Could I change this title? Is going to allow you to grow a lot faster than you will do learning things on your own. So yeah, get that in the bones, join a community, engage with your audience, and get some of the old coconut juice in the system. It's a ruthless bit of kit. Silly behaviour. Next up is networking and collaborating, and for someone that is unbelievably talkative, I'm not the best networker. When we go to new places, do you know what I mean? The Crab, one of my good pals, is the best person, always introducing himself, always engaging, always chatting to new people, and that's going to open up doors and avenues, one, to collaborate, but also just to build that kind of network. And that's not just for people that do like content stuff, do you know what I mean? That is just general life advice. On the collaboration front, I've only done a couple of collaborations recently, all through the Creator Club actually, so shameless little plug again, but this is going to open up your channel to a wider audience. So the ones I did with a guy called Sam, again, all down on the channel down below, Sam Gerling, who is nutrition, fitness. So there's going to be people on there who enjoy more travel and lifestyle content, so hopefully they can come over to my channel. And of course, there's people who watch my gym stuff and think this guy's got the worst rig I've ever seen. They check out Sam in the video, and then they can go and follow his stuff as well. And do you know what I mean? Even if you do a collaboration with somebody who works in your niche, your area as well, so if you're two fitness people, you're two travel people, two lifestyle people, two, I don't know, surfers, whatever it may be. Look at this behind me, just absolutely ruthless scenes, mate. But yeah, so you're going to be able to obviously grow your audience that way. So again, engage with different people, building that network, and yeah, collaborating is going to allow the growth to come a lot faster, baby. The penultimate tip on the list is that perseverance and consistency are key to your success. There are going to be times where you put out that video, it doesn't get any views, it doesn't get any comments, it doesn't get any likes, it isn't Instagram, it's not TikTok. You don't get that instant gratification. This is very much a delayed gratification platform. The more you improve, the more you build over time, that's when the views, the success, the comments, the engagement, the subscribers will of course come. But you have got to take those lessons on the chin. Don't give up at the first hurdle, and you've got to just keep battling through. Rome was not built in a day. So yeah, got to battle through those. There are going to be times where you post two videos, one where you think it's amazing and it gets no views, and one which you think is terrible and it does really well. Within that, it's not a case of, oh, that's done really well, great, let's just move on. It's looking at the key differences, taking that and implementing it into the video that you thought was a banger. So about that evolving and linking that back through. But yeah, don't give up. Success will come. And in the consistency front, ideally you want to post consistently. So if you look at any top level YouTuber, they're posting on like a Wednesday and a Sunday, a Monday and a Friday. I tend not to do this because I kind of post when I've got good internet, because I'm doing a lot of travel related content around the world, or at the minute I'm doing a video every single day. So yeah, mine is a bit more sporadic, so I need to take a little bit of my own advice. But yeah, having a consistent schedule so people know, do you know what I mean, Gaz's videos go live on a Wednesday and a Sunday is a lot better than them just get thrown a video left, right and center. So So yeah, persevere through the times of hardship, and yeah, get that consistency, because consistency builds success. Last but certainly not least, the fact that you will make mistakes along the journey. Don't try and be a perfectionist. Don't give up when times are hard. Similar to life, YouTube is an iterative process. It's a circle, not a line. We're trying to get from A to B, but along that journey, you're going to fall, you're going to mistitle a thumbnail, you're going to ruffle some feathers, you're going to put a title out there that maybe you shouldn't have put out there, or that doesn't work, or you've said something in the video that maybe offended somebody and you didn't mean to. Ultimately, as we said throughout this entire video, it's about evolving, learning from your mistakes, learning from the things that went well, that didn't go well, and improving at each step of the way. No one is perfect, no video is perfect. So again, it is a learning process, but don't be afraid to have an opinion, say what you think. But obviously, like I say, you want to keep it as positive as possible, and you want to keep it true to yourself. And I think honesty is key. That's what I like to get across in all my videos. If I like somewhere, I say it. If I don't like somewhere, I don't say it, but make sure it's specific to kind of what you've done, the area you've been. They're the mistakes that I've made where, do you know what I mean, being open and honest, I should have talked about a specific place, a specific city, rather than an entire country. But that's a lesson that I've learned, and obviously, I'm evolving during the process itself. So hopefully there's some words of wisdom that are going to help you along with your journey. If there are, let me know down in the comments below. Whilst you're down there, hit that subscribe button. Still en route to 2K subs. I'll see you tomorrow. The place we're staying is £10 a night in Bali. Insane value. Got a little bit of fitness, got a little bit of sun action, and got a little run club tomorrow. And just remember, baby, the chef is always cooking.